Nice. Hi, everyone. Enough. You never bark. What are you barking for? Hi, everyone. It's Rita. It's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue. How are you? We are going to have fun today. We're doing a really cool project that I think that you're going to like. So I welcome you to Cricut Chat with Miss Rita, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Good morning to all my friends. I see Deborah, Donna, Leslie, Bren, hello, Gloria, hello, Leslie, Pat May, how are you? And there's Loretta, hi, and Babs. Babs had a beautiful tea party yesterday. She was posting pictures of a beautiful tea party. I hope that was fun for you, Babs. Hello, Shirley and Gail and Leilani. Hello, Dawn. So we've got quite a few people on this morning. We should get started. And so just so that you know, this is the last day of the week. We had 4 really fun projects that we did this week, including a beautiful, let's see, a mermaid treasure box and a couple of really fun cards, a flamingo card and some other things. What did we do yesterday? Didn't we do a Halloween thing yesterday? I forget now. Oh, yeah, a Frankenstein thing. So you need to look for these projects in Cricut Design Space. In the community, I have a lot of my cards. All the recent ones are listed in Design Space. See here, I have this toggle switch on. It says Make Public in Design Space. And here is my my Cricut Design Space profile. Everybody can have a profile, and you can change up the picture and whatever the background is. I put a little description. It listed where I'm from. All of that's editable. And see here, I have 763 followers. Woo! We're almost at 800. I don't know why I'm obsessed with numbers, but I am. So if you haven't seen me there, go and find me, and definitely follow me. And you can follow people, and I can follow you back. I can share my profile with my friends right here, just clicking on those triple dots. And then you can see all these lovely projects that we've made in the last couple of weeks, and then even further more on here that I'm slowly filling in the actual pictures of. So this project is right here. It's called the Anna Griffin. I'm saying Anna Rose because I knew somebody named Anna Rose. And I know somebody named Anna Rose. It's Anna Griffin Rose Silhouette cards, which I put together. And I am using a really fun product from Cricut to make these. This is the product. It's called Smart Paper Sticker Cardstock. And I'm going to use it in black, but it also comes in like white. It comes in like a rainbowy kind of mix, and then a pastel mix. So you can use whatever color you want. But I thought the black looked really striking, especially with a really nice color behind it. So there's my finished card. You see, and I have the just a note to say thank you. I'm going to have 4 cards to give away today, and so I'm going to have my friend Loretta pick 3, and then see who's. I might have somebody on Facebook that I picked yesterday. Are you guys going to have to help me out with that because I forget? So so this writing that is on the inside of the card is also from Anna Griffin. I'm going to show you how I came up with this. So let's just save this, and I'm going to move these all to the side. In fact, what I'll do is I will group them, and I'm just going to hide them for right now. Okay. So how do we make these cards? First, we need to find the images. So we're going to go over here to images. Okay. And we're going to go to image sets. And the image sets we're going to be looking at is the Anna Griffin one. So we're just going to type in the name Anna. And here are all 43 of Anna's image sets here. I'm pretty sure that I got the images for this project from her image set called Anna's, where are they? Flourish cards. Might be this one, Anna's garden cards. Let me just check. Yeah, I think it's garden cards. So you'll see when you go here, a lot of like pieces and bits and things. And this is, yes, this is the one that I believe that I used, one of the ones that I used. So let's grab that. And let's see if we can find the other one. I like these because they are single layered. There's the other one right here. Because they're single layered. They're not those multiple layer ones that are available in her lovely layered cards or even the Christmas layered cards. They're single layers. I'm going to show you how to change them around. The other thing that you'll notice in this card set is that there's a lot of very beautiful and beautifully written sentiments. So you can grab a couple of those. This one says, here's wishing you good luck in whatever you do, success, and most of all, happiness too. I love that. And then here, this one says, a friend is someone who reaches for your hand and touches your heart. Also nice. So let's grab those images and bring them back to our canvas. Now, I want to say that if you do not have the paper that we're using, the Smart Paper Sticker Cardstock, you don't have to use it, but I'm going to show you how fun and easy it is to put together a card using those images. And you can cut this out with your with whatever machine you have, as long as you're putting it on a mat if you're doing it with cardstock. The benefit of using the sticker cardstock is you don't need to use a mat, and also you don't need to use glue, and that's really cool too. So even if you're saying, well, gee, Rita, I don't have a Maker 3, or I don't have a Joy even, or an Explorer 3, and so I can't use that smart sticker paper, that's okay. You are able to do this without it. You can do it with regular cardstock, okay? But I just have this stuff, and I have the Maker 3 right now, so I figured I'd show you some of the newer products that are available, okay? So let's ungroup this first one. I'm going to take away the envelopes because you guys know I don't really like envelopes. And I'm going to size this to be my standard size, which is 10 by 7. Now it comes out to 10 by 7.005. So I'm a stickler, so I am going to make sure that it is exactly 10 by 7. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to ungroup this, and then I'm going to, let's see, oh, sorry, ungroup this. Then I am going to, what am I doing here? Ungroup, weld. Did I group it or ungroup it? Here, hold on. There we go. Ungroup it. All right. I don't need this, so I'm going to get rid of that. Now I just have this. Now with this, we're running into this problem that we had before, which is we have this this score line, and this is the back of the card. Unfortunately, if you're going to cut this out with Smart Paper Sticker Cardstock, I know it's a lot to say, but if you're going to cut this out with that, then you would have this whole back piece that would be sticky, and I don't want that. I just want to cut out sort of the square or the rectangle and then stick it to a background piece, and then add my card. Okay, add my card base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to detach that score line. So let's detach it. I'll save the score line for my card base. Okay, and then I'm going to go over to shapes. I'll grab a square. I'm going to make that square 5 inches by, I'm going to do 7.5 inches wide. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, take both of these and I'll do an align left. And this will give me a perfect size card once I select them both and do slice. So I sliced that, and then I'm just going to remove these bits that I don't need. And you'll see up here, I don't know if you can see this, but my size is 5 by 7, which is perfect for what I'm doing. Then I'm going to change the color here to black because that's what we were working with, was the black paper, which I think is so stunning. It's so stunning. And so I think I need to get another shape. So I'm going to get a square. I'll change that to a pretty color. I like this color. I'm going to unlock it and I'll change the card. This is the background for the card. I'll change it to 5 by 7. Now this will be cut out of regular cardstock. Okay. So we'll arrange it to the back and there is our card. But now we need a base. See that? Isn't that beautiful? And now we need a base and we want to put our sentiment in there. So again, I'm going to go to shapes, pull out a square, unlock it. And now we're going to make the width 10 and the height 7. And we're going to take our score line and place it over there. Actually, what I'm going to do is arrange this to the back so I can see the score line. I'll also change the card. This is just the base. I'll change it to white and I'll grab them both and I am going to do an align center. Once I do that, I have a perfectly centered score line. So I'm going to grab them again and then I'm going to hit attach, which is down here. Okay, so now I have my card base, which is great. I'm going to duplicate that because we're going to make 2 different cards here today. And then I'm going to take my my sentiment, send it to the back. And then I'm just going to take it and resize it to here. If I wanted to not use a blue pen, I could change the color of the pen just by going up here. You see there's the blue. So I can just click on that square and choose black or choose wine, or you don't even have to change the color. It's all in what you decide to put in that clamp. Okay. But this is so that you can kind of see, you know, what you can change. I like the black look because I'm using the black paper, but you do whatever you want. Okay. So once I have that where I want it to be, I'm going to attach it just like that. Okay. And then I have one finished card. Let's move on to the second one. So we already have our card base here. So let's do that part first. We already have the card base. So let's go ahead and arrange that sentiment to the front. And we'll just resize it a little bit. It says, this one says, here's wishing you good luck in whatever you do. I love it. It's so pretty and it's even easier than doing your own text. So let's grab this and attach it. So I'm doing it down here. And now there's the second card. Let's ungroup it. Let's get rid of the envelope. We'll resize it to 10 by 7. I'm just going to switch it so that it is exactly 10 by 7. There we go. And then again, we're going to, let's see, we're going to take out this back piece. We don't need that, or we could use it, but okay, you get what I'm saying. So we're going to detach and let's take this off. This we don't need. And then again, we're going to do the same thing. Shape, we're getting a square. We're going to resize the square to be 5 by 7.5. We're going to then select these 2 and do an align left. Then we can slice and take off these pieces. And now guess what? We are almost ready. I'm going to change this to black because I want them both to cut on the same sheet of paper. I still need to have a duplicate of this. So let's duplicate that and we will change that color to pink. So we have now we have 2 cards bases, 2 card fronts that we're going to cut out of the sticker paper, and now we have these 2 that are going to go in the back. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this. Now you'll see that the bases are coming out as being on the mat, which is fine, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to use regular cardstock for that. And then the background to our flowers is also on the mat. But this one here, which is both of our cutouts, right, our silhouettes, we need to change the material type to without mat, because this is a product that does not require a mat. And again, just to say this again, you do not need to use Smart Paper Sticker cardstock. And in fact, you can only use it with the Maker 3 or the Explorer 3 or the Joy. The Joy has a different size, but it's still the same thing. Okay, so if you do not have those machines, cut this out in regular cardstock. But I wanted to show you how this cuts. And how you would actually weed it, because it's a little different to weed than regular cardstock. So I'm going to take a sheet of this out of my paper. It comes in a pack of like 10 sheets. And let's have a look. So this is the cardstock, and you'll see on the back, it tells you what it is. So in case this gets, taken out of the package, and yeah, I keep mine in the package, but maybe you've lost the package or whatever, on the back, it says Smart Paper Sticker cardstock. It also has these arrows here, which I've been following, as this is the way I'm going to put into my machine. Now I'm going to choose this Smart Paper Sticker cardstock, and I got that from compatible materials. So you see here, it says all favorites and compatible. When you go to all, you notice that these are all shaded out. That's because you are doing something that is not requiring a mat. So you can't click on medium. So if you accidentally, for example, didn't change your mat setting, then you would have to go back to the earlier setting and change it. Change it back. Okay, so we're going to choose Smart Paper Sticker cardstock, and I'm going to bring you over to my machine so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to take it, and again, there's the arrows, and I'm going to place it into my machine, and I'm going to load it. And then when it's ready, it's going to blink. That flashing light is going to come on. And I just have to press that button, and it will cut it out. And it goes pretty fast, if you ask me. It's pretty fast, faster than it cuts regular cardstock. So let's go ahead and do that. Where do I get the embossing for the envelope? Embossing for the envelope. Not really sure. I'm not really sure what that means, Deborah. Yes, Loretta. Thank you, Loretta. She's like the best moderator in the world. She's like saying, make sure you click like if you are watching. Actually, Loretta, on my screen, there's 93 people watching. So it's really important that you hit like. And so 73 on YouTube and 20 more on Facebook. So wherever you are, you want to click like, and it's different for each place that you're watching it, depending on where you're watching it. Oh, Anna Griffin embossing folders. Yeah, that's a little bit different. Oh, I get it. I get it. You guys are talking about envelope embossing. Okay. So we'll do that some other time, but today we're doing a Cricut thing. So the cool thing about this, you see, is it cuts out this beautiful silhouette, and then here is our card base. So while that's going, I'm going to move you down here, and I'm going to show you, because I cut these out ahead of time. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is that when you're doing these, if you're doing more than 2 at a time, you will have to make sure that you set your page size, the length, to 11.5, because these are only 12 by 12. I think they're 12 by 13 or something like that, or 13 by 12. But if you set them for more than 11.5, you're going to run into a problem when you go to cut them, because the machine can't discern between this paper and vinyl. Okay, I'll show you that at the end when this is done. So anyway, to cut on one sheet, I am going to cut off the bottom. I'm going to keep this because I can still actually put this in my machine as long as it's just a few inches that I'm cutting out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could probably get a 4-inch design that I can use this paper on. Otherwise, I could also put it onto a mat. So I can cut this little bit off too, and I can cut it on a mat, kind of like how we cut the vinyl yesterday. Okay, and then I'm just going to peel off the edges. And just because it's easier, I'm going to cut these into 2 sections. Now, to peel this, it would be nice if you had something like this, but for the most part, all you need to do is kind of like infusible ink, is to sort of roll it and pull it off. So I'm going to go through and roll and take off the big pieces. The small pieces I might need my weeding tool for. That's why I have it handy. So I'm just going to peel these off, and I'm actually sticking, because this stuff can get real sticky. So I'm actually taking my little pieces and just making a little pile to the side right here. So that way that it's not all over the place and sticking to my hands and stuff like that. So you see how I'm just kind of folding it a little bit. Don't worry, it's not going to ruin the paper. It works really great. Very similar to infusible ink. All right, Marlene. Marlene's saying she's using those scraps. She did a whole project with just scraps yesterday. I love scraps. I love scrappy crafting, don't you? I always have so many scraps, but I do find I go to them when I'm looking for something. I especially like to save it for my things like my pattern paper that I might only have a few sheets of that particular pattern, and I really like it that way. I'm not like using up. Okay, that was mom. Hold on just a second. That was mom calling me. All right. Sorry, guys. Hold on a second. If you can't hear me, let me just make sure that you guys, I don't know if you can hear me or not. All right. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Yes, mom. I spoke to her right before I came on, and I told her please don't call during my show. But she okay, good. I'm good. I said please don't call during my show, and yet she forgets, and she has me on speed dial. She's coming over this morning, and we're gonna do some housework. She really wants to do housework, which is really kind of funny, don't you think? But so it keeps her busy. She needs to be busy. So I think we all need to be busy, right? So here I have these couple extra pieces. I'm just going to use my weeding tool to just kind of lift out. Again, they're pretty sticky, so it's a bit like weeding a regular piece of vinyl. And sometimes when you're taking this off, it will, those pieces will stay on, just so you see that. All right, and then we'll weed this one here as well. I don't need to show you how to cut out the cardstock for the base, I don't think. But when you come and get this file, just make sure that you're using all the pieces so that when you put it together, I've already pre-cut that stuff. So this one's a little bit harder to weed, but there you go. It's weeding just perfectly. Now our machine, you can hear, is done. Same thing here. I'm just gonna take my scissors wherever they are. Here they are, and I'm going to take off and use this scrap for some other project. I don't know about you guys. What I do is I have a box that I have right under my left side, and I just put all my scraps in there. And then when I have a chance, I actually go through and like cut them down. So if they have like a certain thing cut out of them, I just go ahead and cut them out, and then I sort of make them sort of into a clean pile. And that's about all I do with that. I don't usually color code them. I know some of you guys do that, and that's really awesome. I generally don't do that, and I will just kind of shuffle through. And it was kind of funny if I don't clean out my scrap box for a couple of months, I'll start to see like changes of season, or I'll see like Valentine's stuff and Easter stuff, and then I'm like, wow, I haven't cleaned this out in a while. But it's a pretty deep box. I used to keep them all my scraps lined up, but then I found out that what I don't use, my neighboring schools will take, and they love it for their projects. So that's a good find for me. But you might keep yours or swap them with other people. That's fun too. I wish I had like more local people that crafted like I did, but I don't. So you do with it what you have, but don't throw them away. Actually, yesterday I kind of fell down a little rabbit hole because I watched somebody make paper out of their paper scraps, and I was like, I want to do that. And I was like, seriously looking up on Amazon the little tools that she used, which were like this little hand blender and a personal shredder. And what else did she use? These little like almost like screen windows, but they were paper size. And I'm like, I could do that. And I'm like, whoa, slow your roll there, Rita. You got a million things to do. You don't need any more things to do. But I just thought, wow, that's a cool technique. Wouldn't everybody love to see that? So if you want to see it, you can go ahead and tell me you want to see it, because then I will be tempted and I will buy those things and show you how to do it, because I want to learn. But that's only if you guys would want to see it. Anyway. I mentioned yesterday, but I'm going to mention it again today. So we're going to be doing some sunflowers next week. So we're going to be making a sunflower and butterfly wreath. So that's pretty cool. I also got in contact with he's not the director, but he's the original idea guy for the Children's Museum, and I asked him if he wanted to work with me, or if they wanted to work with me on doing a segment about butterflies, because we're doing that butterfly way station. And remember yesterday I was telling you that I wanted to do like a butterfly project. So that was pretty cool. I was kind of disappointed that the Cancer Center didn't want to have people send things, but I understand. So I just, rather than be deflated, I said, I'm going to find somebody else that could benefit from all of our wonderful creativity and art. So hopefully I'll have more details on that soon. So you see, this is just one of those, you got to just keep working it, especially if you choose the one that is a little more detailed. So once you have them, and we'll just work on these two. But once you have them all set, so like here, you're going to go ahead and cut out your pieces. First, you're going to cut out your base, right? And I just folded it. And then here are the pieces that are going to go behind here, okay? So this is what I did. I took off the backing like this. And while it's laying with the sticky side up, I took my square and placed it right on over the whole piece. It's not, this particular square is not as big as this. I cut it smaller accidentally. Now it still has a little stick around the edges, but not enough to stick to the card. So I'm going to take this double stick tape. I can do it either place. I can do it on the back of the card. Look at how pretty, right? And press down so that all those pieces are stuck on there. And then you're going to take some double stick tape or glue. If you want to use glue, use your double stick tape or glue. And then we're going to put a little bit there. I love this double stick tape. If you've never seen it, you can buy this so cheaply on Amazon. So do not go and buy like one roll for $5. Such a waste. You can buy like a dozen rolls for that same price or maybe a little bit more, you know, and it just works the same. This, you don't need fancy double stick tape. This works just fine. All right. And so then there's my card. And this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to line up my card. Oops, I got a little thing here. I can fix that later. But I'm going to actually open my card base like this. You see? I'm going to line it up like this. And I'm going to attach it. However, look at that. It's not quite there. And that is not what I wanted. It should have been over a little bit more, but you know, sometimes this happens. So if that does happen to you, do not throw the whole thing out. Go ahead and get yourself a nice True Control knife. And I have a ruler here so that it helps guide me. And I am going to just take my True Control knife and I'm going to take off that edge. Might have to do it twice. Let's see. Did that happen? All right, you. That's Benji. He never barks. Here we go. Oops. So this one's a little bit off. All right, you get the idea. Well, let's try it again so that way we can see if I get it right the second time. There we go. All right, and there's our gorgeous card. Just a note to say thank you. Let's try it again. I want to just make sure that I have this at 5 inches, 5 by 7. Yep, 5 by 7. Look at my very old ruler. Still handy. All right, and this is not 5 by 7. It's just below that. So again, we're going to peel off this backing. All right, Benji. I don't know why you're so needy today. Why are you so needy today? Huh? All right. If you've never watched me before, you know that I have 3 very barky dogs. One I put away usually, and the other 2 are pretty quiet, but they do often they'll just greet us. And I apologize for that, but this is my home. I work from my home. So this is how I work, and they're kind of part of and parcel of what you get. This is sort of my office mates. And sometimes they're loud. And I have to say, come on, keep it down. I apologize if you don't like the barking. Maybe turn the sound off and just watch me make it. There's a possibility there. All right. So again, I'm putting that double stick tape on, and then I'm just going to remove the backing just like that. Hi, Connie. Oh, it's okay. Thank you, Gloria. I don't know why, but Benji is like super needy right now. He's like, I want some cookies. So I always give him treats too right before I start. So he got them. I don't know what his deal was. Okay, so let's try this again. I want to make sure, is this card the same size? Yeah, it is. All right now, Ben. He's my little baby. But it is the same size, but it's not lining up like that. How come? Oh, well. Well, it worked when I did it the first time. How do you like that? So sometimes you just have to improvise, right? So here we go. We're going to improvise. The other thing I wanted to mention is that you didn't have to use the black. You could use the white. And what I liked about the white was you could color it. So, for instance, if you wanted to use your fancy alcohol ink pens, or perhaps you have some distress oxide ink pads or something, you could use them. And here is a white piece so that you can see how it looks. So if, for instance, I don't think I have any pens here. I should have. But if you wanted to, so for example, I got these colored, are these not the best? 24 different colors of all different flesh tones. Isn't that awesome? We're just going to use this just so that you can see what I mean about this. So you can just go ahead and color these like this if you wanted to. But I do like the look of the black. I think I would probably color them before I started to peel out the edges too. I think that would be easier. But just so you can see, you could do that. You could ink it. You could go wild. But I just love how simplistic this looks. And it's definitely showy and really stunning. So I think that's pretty cool. So isn't that beautiful? I can, while we're talking, I can just go ahead and do the other, because I have to make 4, right? Or put it on a black card base. Yeah, so it's black and white. That would be awesome too. Great idea. Great idea, Pat. So aren't those pencils the best? We're going to have to, I think, as soon as I saw them, I'm like, I have to have those. And I was thinking we could make angels of the world. We'll make little angels, and we'll do different color faces and hands, and we can do all different ones. So I'm going on the search for some angels for that project. Okay. How about winners? Well, let's see. Loretta, did you find some people that would like to receive this card? We need 3. Marlene, Deborah Mackey, is it? And Delia. Hello. Hi, you guys. So you just won. And then there was another person from yesterday on Facebook that I'm not sure if, I think Penny picked her out. So if you recall, if Penny's still on, do you recall? Dawn, you're on Facebook. How come you never sent me an email? I think I was supposed to send you a card. if I can't remember who the Facebook winner was, but if you do remember, and yesterday you won, and you didn't hear me repeat your name because I think I did it at the beginning, and I apologize, and I am a little bit forgetful. So that might be my mom now. Anyway, so the winners for say hi to you, Dawn. Of course, I'll say hi to you, Dawn. How are you? You're done with the grands, and you're heading. Are you heading home, or are you home? I know you said you were like camping with the grands, which is really fun. The both of you and your husband, right? Oh, Gloria, yeah. All right, thank you. So yes, of course I'd say hi to you. And let's see what else. So this is my last day this week, but I am going to be going into the studio at PBD Access TV on Sunday, and we're going to be recording our Create and Escape podcast. We didn't do it last week because not because of me, but because Wendy was sick. So she's feeling all better now, and we're going to be doing the podcast, and hopefully I can do it and also record us while we're doing it. Last time, my friend Jim over at the station, I don't know, he set it up for me, but there was no sound. Everybody was texting us, no sound, no sound, but we were able to actually capture the audio portion, and we're in the process of editing it. So if you're looking for our podcast, it's being edited, and we're still on the schedule of every other week with that. And so that's a lot of fun. The one with the PBD, about PBD, which is my hometown, has been put on hold briefly because I'm trying to get my schedule with the treatments set up. Yesterday I had my second treatment, and that went over really well. It's big needles, but they were quick, and I don't want to say painless, but relatively painless. And we, got it done. So those are these big, I don't know what they are, but they target the cancer, and so I don't have to have chemotherapy, which I'm very happy about because I did not like chemotherapy at all. I had a very bad reaction to it. So as long as I can stay out of chemo, I'll be happy. What else is there to know? I have a lot of happy mail to show you. Unfortunately, I have been so busy that I don't have it readily available. So I am going to have to do that. I think what I'll do is I'll organize with my mom after the show, and then I'll have it for Monday. And then I also have the happy mail to send to you. So if you didn't receive something that you won this week and part of last week, that's okay. I will get them out to you. I've just been a little bit lagging. So if you're a winner today or whatever day you were a winner, be sure to send me an email at missrita@gmail.com. And what I need from you is your address to mail this out. But I also would really appreciate if you could, oops, look at that. If you could put what happened here? If you could put what you won, because what happens is I wait till the end of the week, and then you'll say, on today's show, I won this, but sometimes I don't remember what it is that you won, who won what. And I'm afraid I'm going to be sending out something to the wrong person. So definitely put there. And if you accidentally get the wrong item, I hope that's okay. I apologize if you did, but I appreciate it. Also, wait, I forgot one more thing. The giveaways for June and July, except for my Canadian friend. I have two Canadian friends that won in June or July, and except for those, you should be receiving your packages, and please be aware that they might come They definitely will come in more than one package. Almost every single one, I added extras in there to reach the amount that I was supposed to give away rather than forfeit the money. So, so for example, Gloria Harris, who won the hat press, you're also going to be getting some. What else? You're going to be getting some hats and some tape, and I think even some iron-on. So that's kind of cool, right? I'm going to try it this way this time. All right. The paper is 13 inches, Tisha, but I don't know, Loretta. If the person that was supposed to get it yesterday doesn't speak up, well, that worked better. Then I think it will be Dawn. Let's do Dawn. Yeah. So if you won in June or July, then you should be getting your packages. I know that Christine is received at least one of her packages. She was the one who won the lamp back in June. That big old lamp. It comes in a huge box, but Christine, you'll have a second box, at least a second box, maybe a third one that will also come. I'd have to look at my list. But anyway, so these are the cards for today. Aren't they just beautiful? Look at this one. I have to peel this off a little bit. And that's the project for today. I hope that you like it. I will put it in my I'll put it in my description in the video. And I also wanted to show you what I mean about the size. Okay. So let's say we're going to make 2 sets of this, and you'll see here, this is, because I have it as without the mat. Unfortunately, the paper is not as long as what I need here. So it says here I need 16 inches. So what I have done is I've gone in and changed the material size. I kept it on without mat, but excuse me, I changed the material size to 11.5. And when I do that, it just breaks it up into 2 mats. They're still without the mat, so they still can be cut using the Smart Paper Sticker Cardstock, okay? And again, just to come back to this, remember, you can find all of these great projects in my Cricut Community profile. It's Miss Rita to the rescue. Let's get me to 800 for the weekend. That would be a lot of fun. And I'm going to continue to work on populating my projects there. Also, check out people like Carol Prevost, Abigail Carrillo, and Paulette Trent. These are my fellow Cricut product experts. They have lots of great projects that they're sharing as well. And don't skip yourself. Make your own profile. Share your projects. It's okay. People are going to glean whatever they need to glean from it, and you don't have to be perfect to share a project. One of my biggest pet peeves with Cricut crafting is that a lot of people say it's not perfect. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's handmade. It's supposed to be little problems with it. You guys saw me and everything. So there's that. How do you add a photo in the community page? All right, Barb, I'll show you how. So let's go back to the canvas back. All right. Let's say you created this really lovely project, and you want to, first I'm going to save it because I see that the asterisk is here, but you want to add a photo. So you're going to click on the name. See that right here, the name? I'm going to click on that. And if I wanted to add a photo for this, I would go to Edit Project Details. Okay. And then right here, I would choose this plus sign. And I have a lot of photos, so pardon all of my photos, but I have a lot of photos, so it takes a little bit for them to show up. And let me see if I can find the one that I did for this one. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay, so I'm going to click on that and I hit open, and it's going to populate this file with that image. Okay, and then I can also add more. I believe you can have like 3 or 4. I can name it, change the name. I can even tag it. I put a description on here, and when I'm done with this, I can put the link to this YouTube video right on here, and then I hit save. And then when it comes up on my profile, you'll see the picture on there. There it is. Isn't that fun? All right. So it won't let you add a project if any part of it's not available in Design Space. Yeah, it might let you, but you won't be, if you, by the way, if you do this and you share projects, there is a potential for it to be featured by Cricut on the Cricut social media site. So if you make something, and there are a couple of people that make some extraordinary things. Louise Beauregard is one of them, Michael Smith another, and they make some pretty amazing things, and then they go and they share it on the Cricut group. I think it's called Cricut Official Group or something. So you might want to do that. Right. Thank you, Shirley. Yeah, you can add it. And oh, good. I'm so glad it's helpful. I really want everybody to get their profiles and get on there and start feeling good about your work, because this is amazing to do this with these machines. And when I started this, I was like, wow, whole nother level. Like, I used to make my cards by hand and do all the cutting and everything like that. And now I do it all on the machine, and it's so precise. And there's so much that you can do. You can learn from people, like me or other people. And then you can go and grab the file, which is like amazing. You don't have to go through all of the different things that I went through. So I hope that you give this a try. All right. Yes, Ashish Arora, who is the CEO of Cricut, and he's the great guy, fabulous guy. And he will go through and like them or comment on them sometimes in the group text and everything. So definitely, love yourself, love your work, and all of that stuff. Okay. So thank you so much for coming today and for coming this week. I hope if you wanted to win something, you won it. And remember, if you are our winner, to send me an email at missrita@gmail.com. If you want to further support my channel, you can become a patron on Patreon. That information will be in the description of the video when I get done with the video. Also, think about placing an order at Cricut.com using my link and code. My new code is Miss Rita, and my link is listed in the description. That actually supports me very nicely. I appreciate when you do use my link and code for purchasing. And that's it. That's going to do it for me for the weekend, for the week. And now I'm looking forward to the weekend, talking about going for a nice drive up north, either going to New Hampshire or Maine for the weekend. So I hope you have fun plans too for this almost the last weekend of the summer. And whatever you do, I hope you have a blast. And thank you so much for your attention and your time and your comments. And thanks, Penny. And we'll see you. Love you all, and we'll see you again. Maine, yeah, Maine. We're thinking, Marlena, going to York Beach. I don't know where up you are. Are you in Warren? I seem to recall that someone was in Warren. Love you too, Cheryl. Thank you. So yeah, it's time to have a little bit of a look around. I haven't been really traveling too much with COVID. I'm sure y'all are in the same boat. And I just thought, it's beautiful weather. I should get out and have a look around. So wherever I happen to be, I'll take some photos and share. Franklin, New Hampshire. Hey, Babs. Well, my sister is in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. So she's way up there near Canada. So I might go up to see her there too. Yes, we'll do a Zoom. Let's see. Let's have a look at the calendar. So today is what? The 19th. Let's make it for August 27th. How about that? Because then I won't have Zoom is okay. So August 27th, we'll do Zoom. It's a Saturday, and we'll do it at 7 o'clock, as long as everything goes smoothly, which I intend to make it go smoothly. So thank you, everybody. We'll see you all again on Monday. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you, Sherry. And we'll see you all soon. Take care of yourselves. And then we'll see you on Monday. We're going to be making some 3D goodies on Monday. Okay. Take care. Bye.